Okay, cool. So, yeah, hi, I'm Zamu, that's Shabo, and then we are joined today with Polish.
Hello.
Introduce yourself, Polish.
My name's Matt. My tag's Polish. I play Melee.
This is the hardest
Um,
part for me last week
Oh, it was
too.
so
yeah.
bad.
Oh my God, I don't know things about myself.
Zamu said
Uh,
he edited that part of the video when I introduced myself.
Well, it was only
It was
all
really
of me,
awkward. So
but
you're
yeah.
already doing better than I did.
oh my God, I just got mind obliterated because I had the audio on your stream. So it was
Whoa.
oh my God. Okay, sorry. I just
It's that in post.
anyway. Yeah, I guess I play Peach in the game sorta, but now I play Fox, and that's all you need to know. I play both of them eventually though.
Sick, sick. Um, yeah, so we're gonna talk about that for sure at some point, because me and Shabo play Fox. You don't play Fox, but now you play Fox, and that's weird.
Yeah, it is
Um,
kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean, well, we'll talk about it more.
yeah, but first of all, let's talk about Shine and Run Don't Walk, because those are tournaments that happened. Um, yeah, so did you play? How was Shine? Because I did not go there. Shabo did not go to a tournament. You were there.
I was there. Uh, oh my
It was
God,
like your first major in a while, maybe.
do I have to know how it is holistically? I know how my experience was, which is that I
That's
was
the
very
only one I care.
tired. Oh, okay, yeah. I went to Shine from my family's vacation, right? And then and I was very exhausted at that point. And then I got to Shine and I was like, I probably do not need to like eat food or drink water. I reckon those things aren't important. And I was just really tired the whole weekend, but it was really nice to hang out with people. And then I
Hell,
went in the bracket and I got beaten up. And I was like, damn, that sucks. Probably could have done that better. But then hanging out with people afterwards was nice. So I think it was good.
hell yeah. Did you play Fox at all at that tournament?
Okay.
You didn't.
I played Fox at my pool, but it was like 10 a.m. pools, no warm up Fox. So I kind of like played Fox. I won my pool, but it was not something that was nice to witness. I uh I haven't like been able to execute with Fox since Monday. Or no. I wasn't able to execute with
Yeah.
Fox at any point until like Monday. And now like I've started to be able to do it. And now I'm moving the character around and it's me on the screen playing Fox. But all Fox before that, now I look at it and I'm like, I wasn't even there. I wasn't on the screen. What was controlling this entity?
Did you
I
did you
just have no
consider
clue.
did you
What?
consider going Fox at all in any of the non-pool sets? Like first.
Oh, I didn't like consider, did you say?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I'm like my Fox right now is like so much worse than my Peach that when I look at it, I'm like, no way this thing is like ready for bracket because number one, just worse holistically. Number two, my Fox chokes. It sucks. With Peach, I get into high pressure situations, and number one, I can just down smash and I win often. I do not have to work hard or try in those spots. Number two, uh, I have like game plans specifically for high pressure situations already because I've been through so many of them. And I'm like, okay, what have I not been doing this set? What's like a nice little trick option that I happen to have in my sleeve and can throw out now in the important moment? But with Fox, I get there and suddenly I can't execute and I have no ideas. And I'm like, oh no, I'm Fox, not Peach, so it's worse somehow. So no, I Fox no bracket for Fox yet. It's all friendlies right now. It's friendlies and then it's online brackets, and I'm making myself care about the online brackets so that I choke.
I'm sorry. Well, sick, but
That is funny. That is related to what we talked about last week, Zamu, with everything matters as much as you make it matter, right? So if you make the
Yeah.
online brackets matter, then they'll matter, and you can work on stuff. But then you also have to play in online brackets.
yeah,
God, is it brutal?
yeah.
It's
That's
fun. No, you.
well, that's part of why this is scheduled for right now, because now I never have to. I always have a good excuse to never enter salt mine again, and so it's like
Oh
just
no, I'm
perfect.
sorry guys, I just can't do it.
Yeah, I was Slumlord messaged me earlier and was like, "Hey, do you want to register Moki everyone's registered, reg if you can. And he was like, if you don't want to play, we need a commentator for pools. I was like, I'm busy, sorry.
Got me Fox podcast.
Yeah,
I looked at Salt Mine and was like, oh, I wonder when that is. I wonder if I could enter that tonight. And I was like, 7 o'clock. And then I saw this and I was like, 7 o'clock. Ah, interesting.
You get out of this one.
Yeah, that was a smart one for you. Yeah, you saved me, but also, like, maybe my Fox wanted to be in an online bracket today. God, last stock with Fox is so hard. I'm working through the losses of a couple days ago still, you know?
Do you
Yeah.
want to talk about it? You lost to Bobby and Salt, right?
Yeah. No, first of all, I get to last stock versus Bobby, and I, like, number one, did not deserve to be at that point, because I got, like, a wild, I back through, he slid off of Yoshi's side platform, and then I jump shined as he double jumped right after, like, probably accidentally sliding off of Yoshi's side platform, and he just died instantly at
I mean,
zero.
this seems pretty standard, so I don't know.
I haven't lived the
Things
Fox
like that
life
get
for long enough.
Fox. I mean, Peach gets to down smash last stock and be okay. Fox just gets kills like that sometimes.
Yeah, your opponent just sometimes randomly dies.
Yeah,
That's
especially
pretty dope. Yeah, and I got there, and it's last stock, and I got, like, a combo or something, and I was at, like, 20, he was at, like, 80, and I just back aired him over and over again, and I just forgot completely what to do. And I got forward throw, and I missed my tech near the edge, and then I got nair down air, and I just died immediately. I was like,
Also happens, yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Going through all of the phases of being a Fox main.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I actually got such an insane amount of experience of, like, being in a tournament as a Fox in that tournament, because, like, I had, like, matches or sets that I went into and I just, like, won. I beat Ben on broken controller or whatever.
3-0, right?
Yeah, it was a 3-0, and I was just like, it's Fox Sheik, and the Sheik isn't doing very well, and I'm Fox. This is awesome. So I got, like, nice little matchup moment. I got to play Falco and have no idea what was going on and get beat up a bunch and then randomly kill him, which feels like a pretty reasonable Fox Falco experience.
100%.
And then and then I had to reverse 3-0 and S-Frog in losers, which was really cool experience for, like, getting down to the wire and then making adaptations and then winning. I almost got upset by a Marth in ladder. Actually, I dropped a game. And it's like ladder, so who cares? But I was making myself care about it, and I was like, I like literally sped run, feeling all the feelings of a Fox main. It was so cool.
Who's the Marth?
Who was the Marth? I think their Smash GG, sorry, Start GG tag was CEO of Mad Cats.
Oh, I've played them.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think their tag might have been Aquamelon, or I might be mistaking them for an Anthers Ladder Marth from 2016-17, who was from Virginia.
Prime Polish era.
Yeah, prime Polish era for sure. My Falco, actually, it was my Peach going crazy on Anthers. I'd already stopped playing Falco online.
Prime ambiguously Polish era.
Ambiguously Polish, the golden years. Oh.
Hell yeah. That's it's so sick to, like, play Fox. You like.
I guess that is what this podcast's all about.
This is your second sort of Fox arc, right? I feel like from reading your Twitter posts, this one you seem to be taking more seriously.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go on.
So my initial Fox arc, not to cut you off, but I'm doing it right now. My initial Fox arc was Fiction did an analysis of my set versus Hungrybox at Smash World Tour Finals, and he was like, Puff should literally never be able to lose this for this reason, this reason, this reason, this reason, this reason. And I was like, wow, this sucks.
This is the set you won, correct?
That was my 3-0 over HBox.
Yeah.
And Fiction, like, went through and he just said a whole bunch of stuff that HBox wasn't doing that he should be doing. And I watched that hour and 30-minute long stream, like, VOD upload, and I was like, this matchup's just going to get really bad soon, isn't it? Due to this piece of content existing in the world. So I had to play a bunch of Fox for my sanity, because I was like, there is now a potential obstacle closing me out from being able to play top level melee. And I personally like playing top level melee a lot. And if there's a reason I couldn't do it, I want that reason to be gone. But at that point, I hadn't like committed to Fox at all. So at that point, I was calling it my sanity Fox. It's like, if I ever need to dual main, I won't be starting from zero here because I'm building up this Fox into a creation. I'm making something here that has an amount of power. And yeah, I just played a whole bunch of Fox for a while.
So and now you feel the need to dual main? Is that right?
Yeah, I watched number one, just HBox. I said number one. HBox is getting way better right now. So not just like in Peach Puff, but just in general. Like my take on HBox's set with Laud at SmashCon was that the first HBox played the first 3 games like an even matchup. Like pretty much the way he'd been playing Peach Puff before, where he was like effectively throwing by interacting with Peach in ways that let Peach hit Puff and win, right? But HBox won the first 2 games playing that way anyway, just because of how much better he's gotten. Then he lost the 3rd game because Laud is amazing. And then game 4, HBox was like, okay, I'm going to actually play the Puff Peach matchup now. And then just brutally 3-stocked Laud. I was like, all right, I don't ever want to experience that, I think. I just looked at it and I was like, yeah, I actually just can't play that matchup anymore unless I want to have an auto loss basically forever.
So if you had to play HBox in bracket tomorrow in a LAN set, like that mattered, that you thought mattered, what character? Would you go Fox or would you try with Peach still?
Right now, I'm grinding my Fox up so much. I'm in a weird spot at the moment because my Fox is like pretty bad right now compared to what I want it to be. Yeah. But my Peach is getting worse because I'm trying to dual main, and dual maining is really hard.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you don't have tournament tomorrow, and that's kind of the point of grinding now.
Yeah. No, I think I might be getting to the point where I'd pull out Fox just for experience, if nothing else. But I think that the most valuable way for me to get experience right now would just be playing a bunch versus like really good puffs that aren't HBox, so that I don't really have as much of a game plan in the matchup right now because I haven't played it very much. I just run into puffs on unranked and I beat them up really badly and then they leave me. That has been my experience since I learned how to up throw up air every single time. So, yeah, I don't know. If I played HBox right now, I'd probably play Peach and I'd lose, and I might go like Fox game 3 and then lose to like very simple things.
I feel like you might accidentally still win, but you know, okay.
I would jump into his grab on side platform.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I would just see that and it would...
I think you would accidentally still win as Peach is what I was saying.
Oh, as Peach?
Yeah, maybe as Fox too, though. Well, I've not seen too much of your Fox.
It is such a grind.
I have seen a little bit, but we'll talk about it.
Sometimes HBox decides to play like he could lose to Peach, and it takes the Peach being like the best player in the world, like Laud or Polish, to like do it, and then you can, right? Okay, but you tweeted something insane earlier, and so I have to bring this up. You said, my Fox is officially jumping with X, Y, tap jump, X claw, and Y claw, depending on the situation. Surely there is a more efficient way to do this. So I need you to run me through each of those methods of jump input.
Okay, so I'm an X jumper, right? Historically. That's just, I used to be a Y jumper, but then I was like, wouldn't it be messed up if I started jumping with X? And then I started doing it and I got stuck. So now I just do it forever. So X jump, and then like tap jump, there's just a lot of spots where you need tap jump. A lot of like back air from ledge stuff.
Yeah, claw.
Out of shield. Should I be clawing that?
Yeah, that's like one of the big ones.
Oh, I could claw it and then I get better drift to cover the down angle to ledge. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not going to be tap jumping for that much longer, I guess. Yeah, I think that was one of the main things I tap jumped for. Also, just like for convenience sometimes, where it's like you want to just do like a jump back air and you don't need drift, and it's like, tap jump would hit so different right now. It'd just be perfect. So I just I have a lot of spots like that, which might all in the future be like claw optimizations where I'm
Yeah.
tap jumping. I tap jumped out of shield with Peach because you get the 3 frame like tap jump buffer, which makes like Nair out of shield frame perfect much more consistent. But I try to do that with Fox and I can't short hop tap jump. So that like doesn't really work. So yeah, I've got X and tap jump from those 2 things, right? And then
Yeah.
I heard it that you had to claw up, throw up air. So I was like, okay.
And are you
Well,
with
X
Y?
claw is just the more comfortable one for me for up, throw up air. And I do not know why, but it just feels perfect.
That's
Built
so
weird.
Yeah.
Built weird. It's just
That's the
correct
weirdest
to
one to
me.
me. X claws.
X claw is really
It's like
odd.
I don't know. It makes sense, you know. It's just I'm
No.
an X jumper, so I was like, that's the jump button on the
Yeah.
controller. Come on.
It unfortunately makes sense. It doesn't deserve to make sense, is how I feel, but it does. Whoops, it does make sense. Because I mean, like,
It's
I use 3 of those, right? I just don't press X at all, and I do all of the others. Like, only use tap jump for like shine bear and shine up smash, and occasional up
Oh.
smash out of shield when I have to. But
yeah, I
yeah,
tap jump cancel up smash and
I
shine
really
there.
just do all of them except Y claw. Sorry, yeah, except
X
X
claw.
claw.
Yeah.
I mix them up.
Okay.
So that's why it's by far the weirdest to me.
Yeah. Oh, my shine out of shields are all with Y now because going from X to B and dodging the A button while like hitting it fast enough to wave shine out of shield, I was just like, surely this is impossible for human hands. Billy Bo Peep apparently does that, which is unbelievable, and he's built different for it. But
He
for
does X to be crazy.
X to B, X to B, he dodges the A button and he wave shines out of shield. So
I
it's
used
just
to
a
use
miracle.
X for that, but I changed recently to Y for that also.
do you use C stick anymore ever for shine out of shield?
Me?
Yeah.
Not for shine out of shield, but I'll use it for up smash.
Well,
Wait, no,
you.
I don't. I use the other. That's the other C stick.
Yeah, because
So I don't C stick jump at all anymore.
because I was just thinking, like Polish was saying they use all well, I was saying Polish uses all of the jump choices, but you don't use C stick up out of shield.
I
But
don't. Wait, could you jump cancel up smash with 2 C stick up inputs?
you can try.
Probably.
I've tried.
I need to learn
Unbox
that.
maybe.
You have to C stick
Oh, you
up
have to reset to neutral.
within like 8 frames.
It's
or
not
whatever.
possible, right?
It's not.
Sorry, not 7 frames, like 4 frames. Right?
3.
Jump.
Because jump cancel up smash is a
Within
2-frame
non-inclusive.
window.
Non-inclusive within.
Okay, it could be
Probably a
possible.
box exclusive technique. I'll go in frame advance and Uncle Punch after this and test it out. I've been testing out a bunch of little Fox things because I'm like, I had a fiction lesson about like how do I dual main, and one of the biggest things that I took away from it is like Fox on the screen is me.
Yeah.
That's me now, which for some reason was what my competitive mentality needed to be like. I'm going to go in and dissect every little piece of what I'm doing, and any piece of melee that doesn't have intent in it or isn't playing a mix up or like just isn't good. I just have to, you know, the process of like adding things to your play, removing things from your play, and refining previously existing things. When you consider a character like your secondary and you're like, oh, it's just my Fox, you know, if it loses, whatever, but if it wins, I'm the GOAT. Like, you don't like get into that process as much as you do if you're like, that's me on the screen, I'm the Fox, and when I lose to someone with my Fox, I've just lost. So I kind of have like that drive now where I'm like losing and I'm like, no, why did I do that? I have so many things to fix, and I'm just going through and iterating. And I learned about like 4 different Fox things today that I all practiced, and I'm trying to speed run this insane improvement grind, and it's using up all of my memory. So probably a more reasonable way to do it, but you know, we're going for it.
Hell yeah.
I do think lots of people switch to secondaries and they kind of, like you said, they remove themselves or do anything that they remove themselves from the actual like feeling bad about losing.
Yeah.
Like you're saying. So I like that. I like that way to phrase it. Like, that's
Yeah.
me. I'm the fox. I'm the
Yeah.
one with. I might try that.
That was one of the questions I wrote down was like, how did you decide to make Fox part of your identity, which is like what you were just saying basically, because that's the important like you can't feel like I feel like I attribute this maybe unfairly to like low tier players often, where like if you lose with a low tier, it's like you don't have to feel bad for the loss. In the same way as like if you lose with your secondary, it's like you don't have to feel bad, but if you want to get good, you have to feel bad, I think.
Yeah, no, it has to hurt. I don't know how I did it. I think I just like I just had that fiction lesson, and he kept saying like other things that I like about like how when he's like grinding up his Falco, he had to like lose to people and be like, oh, this sucks, and like be like, oh, but I can beat them next time if I improve this and this and this. And I think he was saying kind of a different thing than what I was saying, but it like the way it communicated across to me created this idea in my head of adding my like Fox to my like melee avatar, and I think I just did that. I don't know if I have any like I don't know if I have like any advice on how to do it. Oh, actually, the main thing that happened is I can short hop every time now. That was one of the big things keeping me from like looking at Fox on the screen and being like, that's me, I'm playing Fox and these are my ideas, was that I went on my family vacation last week, right? And I didn't have a net play setup, but I did have a CRT. So every day I would just hop into Uncle Punch and try to short hop Nair back and forth as fast as I could, which initially was primarily full hops, but at this point I can just short hop Nair back and forth really quick, and it really opens up like feeling like the character on the screen is part of your identity, part of you, part of your melee avatar. Really kind of blows that wide open when you can control the character at will. So learning how to just make my Fox be my ideas, but in the game, I think was huge for me.
Sick. I feel like that's a huge barrier for a lot of, I think of Thor, Link player, but a big barrier for a lot of people, a lot of like especially formerly floaty players to playing Fox. They 3-frame jump squat characters just like it makes short hop just randomly way too hard.
It's so hard.
It's so hard.
9-frame jump squats, so it's definitely, I don't blame them.
I was like tap jumping out of shield with Peach and be like, oh, a short hop for free. Lovely.
So you didn't explain Y Claw, by the way.
Y Claw. That one was today.
Oh, yeah.
That one was earlier today. I was in Uncle Punch, and I was thinking about how yesterday I got brutally dismantled by Zamu in a session of Fox Ditto friendlies, right?
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah. And I was like, I missed a lot of my reaction tech chases. So I got in there and I started just reaction tech chasing. And then I was like, I can't dash out of crouch up smash on reaction for the crouch reaction tech chase. This is because I used tap jump for the up smash. But previously I was like, why isn't that working? That's strange. And I realized it was the transition from like doing my dash back out of crouch motion or my dash forward out of crouch motion into the up on the C stick to tap jump to jump cancel up smash. And then I just switched it to Y Claw, which for some reason felt right for jump cancel up smash, but X Claw felt horrible for jump cancel up smash.
I mean, definitely Y Claw feeling okay makes sense, but the difference between X Claw and Y Claw, when you X Claw for up throw up air, which is literally like the same thing, right? It's X and C stick up, and then you Y Claw up smash. But, you know.
Yeah, Y just feels wrong to jump with. It's on the wrong part of the controller. I don't know if you've considered that.
For me, I feel the opposite.
Really?
I'm like always like people use X. It's just on the wrong part of the controller.
Yeah, I think like my hand is like held differently when I'm touching the controller because like I have my thumb like so far over to the side. It's like my entire like idea of how to hold a GameCube controller is different, which is a funny thing to think about.
I think my hands are small.
Oh, wait, okay. Y Claw, Y Claw, Y Claw. Y Claw's for jump cancel up smash. That's not a jump. That's you staying on the ground. So Y is better for it. Because Y isn't the jump button. X Claw is for up throw up air. You jump with that one. You go into the air. So it makes sense.
What about JC Shine?
JC Shine is X to B.
Okay, sick.
Yeah,
because
that one's I slide.
yeah,
I slide
because
across A.
not because out of shield. So also something that was kind of confusing me about that was like, I definitely press the A button. I think like I must release the trigger button when I'm doing a shine out of shield, because I'm fairly sure that I like don't not press A.
What the hell? Wait, does that work?
I-
Wait, if you were, oh my god.
I feel like it must be.
Wait, you might.
Maybe
It's
I'm.
bad form to open up Uncle Punch in the middle of a podcast, but I am so tempted. Oh my god, that's insane. That is so sick. Yeah, no, that's just gone directly to the top of my list of things to try out because I've been struggling with Wave Shine out of shield so bad. People just hit my shield and I let them. There's nothing I can do. And it's actually supposed to not be like a horrible position for Fox. You're supposed to be able to do the funny little shine and then kill them because they have your shield on.
Yeah.
I don't have that. All I have is the occasional turnaround wave shine. I can't do wave shine out normally. I think thinking about I have to do a turnaround like prepares my brain because I'm thinking about a harder thing and then I can do the easier thing of the wave shine.
Sick.
It's a twisted place to be right now. My Fox, it's all messed up.
I think I remember you did a turnaround wave shine out of shield up smash versus me yesterday.
Yeah, I did. No,
And
that
I was like,
that was the
whoa.
only one I hit. I only
Yeah.
got the turnaround.
I was like, whoa.
No, it's normal one too hard, I guess.
Yeah.
Until I try out your secret technique. That's actually going to go so crazy for me if that's real. Holy
I
shit.
think also it might be. So I was thinking that maybe I don't end up actually doing that, but then I was like, it would make sense for me to let go of the trigger because if I'm gonna do a wave shine out of shield, then I like need to press it again so fast because I'm not using separate triggers for that.
Well, I'm also using the same trigger. I'm an only R user.
Weird.
So, yeah, maybe I just hold it into the jump. It could be like just Peach has never made me do these inputs this fast, this consistently. So I've got like some holdovers there. I don't know.
Interesting. It's crazy how inputs can happen, you know? Like, it's weird.
Crazy.
It's weird.
Isn't that the truth?
It's so weird. Why are there so many ways to do things? And they're all awkward.
I'm still thinking about Billy telling me that he just dodges the A button from X to B for wave shine out of shield.
As Falco, I could accept it, but
Yeah,
Fox,
no,
that's
my
weird.
Falco for sure. X to being shine out of shield free, no big deal.
sick. Cool. Do y'all want to talk about Ludwig tournament? Because that's interesting, I guess. The LCQ is crazy. It has Shabo in there.
Polish,
You have Shabo?
were you not invited to the main one?
I was not invited to the main one. Yeah,
That seems skeptical.
I don't know.
Skeptical is a better way to say it.
Yeah,
What, rank like 1 or something ish?
something around there. I would.
Yeah.
Say.
You would think they'd invite the number 1 player.
I think they just saw my shine performance and they like had the invite all ready to send out, and then they were like, "Oh my god, no way, not to them."
Who was the
I
worst
just
player?
got a hold
Maybe
of
we shouldn't talk about that, but who was the worst player that got invited?
Axe.
Where is the list?
Which is not fair because he's Axe.
Oh, Axe? Okay, who was the
Oh wait,
next?
Axe is the lowest ranked player who got
Someone
invited.
said, I saw some reply that said Spark and Polish were both ranked top 24 but not invited, and it was for Axe and Triff.
Wait, did Triff get invited to the main
No, I'm
one?
crazy. Triff did not.
Yeah, no,
What
Triff's
am I
last year's
saying?
qualifier,
Axe
yeah.
and someone else, which I'm looking at. I don't know how to work Smash DG well enough to figure this out, but it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
The LCQ bracket I'm so excited for because it's like, so one thing I was wondering was like, is your Fox gonna be ready to win everything by then? Which is like a maybe.
That's a good question.
But, yeah.
I'm gonna be bad for a while, is where my plans with Melee are right now, because I have to play Fox until I can look at my Fox on the screen and not be thinking, oh my god, this is horrible.
Yeah.
No, why is it so bad? And then once I get to that point, I'm gonna have to. So that's like already a massive hurdle, yeah. Um, and then after I do that, there's the secondary hurdle of going back to Peach and then like making sure she's in good shape, doing well, whatever's going on over there. I don't really know right now. I'm a Fox player at the moment. And then there's another hurdle on top of that, which is playing two characters at top level at the same time just seems ridiculously hard. Just being able to switch from like one top level headspace to a second one, that's I think going to take me a while to sort out, being able to do those two things. Also, there's concepts that I'm learning in my Fox, and then I go back and I play Peach, and I'm like, I have so many ideas for what I should do with my Peach. And like a lot of them don't work because Peach is very slow in comparison. But I think I'm just gonna get my end game is going to be better because I've played both characters and experienced more melee, and I'll have more ideas to apply to both of them. But in the meantime, everything's gonna be bad for a long time until I reach the end game.
So,
And I'm just
to be
kind of
fair,
accepting it.
you're bad, and day one Fox is still, going game 5 with top 30 players and beating top 30 players. I don't know who's top 30.
It is.
So I
watched-
have a lot of faith in your Fox.
I watched my Ben set back, and I was trying to be like, yes, I'm watching my victories only and not my defeats because I don't believe in improving. I only believe in the dopamine from winning, right?
Yeah.
But I watched it, and I just saw so many huge mistakes. And I was like, I don't even get dopamine from my wins?
I think we've all been there too.
Yeah, it's like, come on. I want to look at it and feel good.
It'll take a while, I think, with Fox especially, because with Fox, you just can win without doing anything good.
Yeah. My one thing that I looked at and I was like, I guess I'm the GOAT for this, was I hit every single wave dash out shine punish on Sheik down smash. I feel like missing those
You're
on
amazing.
Sheik down smash and Peach down smash are just two ways to be much less threatening in the game. And because I've been Peach down smashed on shield so many times by Wally that I like learned how to do the shield DI away wave dash down smash punish with Peach. For my Fox, it's just way easier. That's my one thing that I can look at my Fox and be like, thumbs up.
Sick.
Great work there.
And you're just gonna get to add those things. And then you're like, wow, I'm so sick.
I cannot wait to actually think I'm sick. Right now, I played, and then my sets, that's game 5 with Bobby, and I looked at the set afterwards, and I was like, I had zero understanding of how to play like any interaction that wasn't a full hop interaction. Just no clue whatsoever how to play grounded or any laser mix up whatsoever. So I like only full hop. I did not have a solid game plan. So yeah, no solid game plan, missing large chunks of neutral, and then I didn't hit a single edge guard. And he did kind of similar things over and over again. I was like, just don't have the edge guard flowchart for it, sorry. So I'm looking at my Fox and I'm like, massive holes in game plan and skill everywhere, and I'm just trying to plug all of them up frantically right now. And God, is it a process. Hopefully it will get to a point soon where I look at it and I'm not like, oh yeah, that is a massive, like just insane entire aspect of the game I have to learn. But it might be a while.
So long term, obviously for Puff, you'll go Fox. Is it other going to be matchup dependent, or is person dependent, or flip a coin dependent, or what for other matchups? Or
I don't know. Right now, I was thinking I would only ever play Fox for Puff, but as time goes on, I'm realizing that it's not a great way to learn Fox for me to only just play Fox Puff. I need like tournament experience, like high pressure situations, right? And in order to be in those high pressure situations, / like in order to be able to play any melee at all, because there aren't too many Puff players around that I've found, right? You need to play so much in all of the other matchups and like learn them as well. And then learning all of those matchups will give me a more holistic idea of the character so that my Puff matchup can be stronger based on ideas I take from other matchups, not just like this person watched 100 Cody H-Box, Leffen H-Box sets, and here's the result, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense. So is there any chance that you become a Fox main and almost abandon Peach, except for probably Ices?
I don't think so, just because, I don't know, I played Peach for the first time in like a little while yesterday, and I was like, this character's so dope. Oh my god, I'm having so much fun. I just like her a lot. She's super neat. And then her consistency, like, no offense to the Marth who almost defeated me in TMT ladder the other day, but it would have been different. Was it my Peach? Like the how good people have to be to beat you at your floor with Peach is so much higher than how good people have to be to beat you at your floor with Fox. Is
Yeah.
kind of my take. So for consistency's sake, for like the Yoshi matchup and the Pikachu matchup's sake, there's just so many places where Fox can auto lose due to experience gaps, where Peach just like is way easier to play in those situations, I think. So mid tiers and like just most players in general, I think it's my Fox might end up being a you must be this tall to ride kind of situation of you have to be able to actually beat my Peach.
The Armada.
Yeah, that kind of
Basically the Armada. That makes a lot of sense.
yeah. I'm just kind of thinking about it and like might be good to go Fox against like worse players that my Peach could like definitely beat for like more experience or whatever. But once I get to a point where I'm like, I play Fox and my Fox is good, Peach for tournaments is just so. Peach is such a good tournament character. She's crazy at human level. It's insane. And then once I get to people who beat Peach for the ways that she's bad, I can put on the rocket boots. So
Yeah. That'll be sick, especially you're employed and now you can play Fox and Peach instead of just Peach, and then people are like you cannot play Fox if you do not just grind 10 hours a day. And it's like, just grind 10 hours a day anyways.
yeah, no, I mean, I was on a work call earlier today, and I was like, I need to be not in Uncle Punch right now. And that was when I practiced no audio reaction tech chasing because I was being a good employee and listening into the Zoom call. But
Nice.
a lot of grind. You just have to like I've never played Melee without a job except for like when I was in college and like bad. But my experience with like being good at Melee as someone who is employed is you just have to like really, really want to grind at all times and just be kind of obsessed with it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's hard. Yeah. I don't even know if my Melee mentality is like sustainable because I had a period of like 3 months at the end of last year where I was completely obsessed by Melee. And by the end of that 3 months, I was like really good. I was kind of cracked then. And then I just like didn't play a lot or like was only playing Fox or like had brain fog stuff going on as well for like 6 months. And now I'm picking it up again and like I can feel the obsession starting and it's oh god, we're in for something in the coming months. I don't know what's going to happen after all of this. I'm going to be bad for a while, but I might actually get kind of crazy at some point.
Yes.
future promising.
Mango said once, I remember a while ago, that you can do like two things, right? So it's like job and Melee, it's like the two things you could do. One example of two things, or like podcaster and Melee, like
podcaster. Yeah.
I also have a job, but yeah.
Podcast is a job.
Yeah, that's my job.
So true. So true. Yeah, so do we want to talk a little bit about Fox Peach stages and then let people ask questions?
Well, so I was gonna say before when I was talking about your first Fox arc, the one set I've seen of yours, actually the only set still to this day I've seen, or the only games I've seen of your Fox is you pretty much destroying B-Bats in, I don't know, maybe a TMT, some online bracket a while ago.
Billy.
Yeah.
No.
So, and I guess, I mean, maybe this is just your Fox in general, maybe this is just you. The one thing I mean, stages is not stages. Obviously, we can talk about stages too. But the one thing I felt like I noticed is that you didn't seem at all afraid, at any point. So maybe that's just you, but maybe it's because you have Peach experience and it's like, there's nothing to worry about. But I don't know if you have thoughts on that.
Did I not seem afraid?
You did not seem afraid to me.
Oh, I think I just understand
Yeah.
BBATs. I think I went into that.
You think it's more BBATs?
What?
You think it's more you understand BBATs than you understand Peach? I was thinking it's more just you understand Peach.
I understand Peach from a Peach perspective. There's like how to understand Peach as being in the Peach body, and there's how to understand Peach as the Peach is another entity on the screen, right? And I think I do understand Peach pretty well as Peach is another entity on the screen, but it's not nearly to the point where I want to understand Peach as an entity on the screen. So to that extent, I would say what mainly carried me in that set was I just knew when BBATs. I know that BBATs wants to hit you right now all the time, and I know that dash attack and down smash are two moves that you use to do that. And he also played. I don't know. I'm gonna keep saying everyone played bad with my like that I beat with my Fox until other people start correcting me, because my Fox gets too good. But in my opinion, BBAT's played bad should not be counted for sure. I just like dash dance and he'd like dash attack into my shield and I'd be like nice, and then I'd like dash dance near him and he'd down smash, and I didn't even punish it because I couldn't control my character yet. So I just saw the down smash and I was like, damn, good thing I didn't run into that. That would have been bad. And just got an opening somewhere else by like jumping and back airing when he committed to a float, like run in at me with float. When Peach commits to those floats, you just back air, whatever.
Yeah.
What's she gonna do? I'm
a
just
lot
hitting
of people
you.
are afraid when Peach commits to
I was
those
so
floats.
scared. Billy farmed me earlier today. BBATs took like
He's the
90%
GOAT.
of the games.
Yeah, that guy's different. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I don't know. I think I just like I've played versus so much aggressive Peach. And I'm also kind of like I try as hard as I can to like solve things. And then once I've solved as much as I can, the interactions that aren't solved, where it's like the real melee to me, is just so sick, right? So I think that a lot of Peach spots, Peach is really, really easy to be solvable with, just due to the nature of the character, where it's like you can put yourself in so many different. Peach can enter interactions in so many distinct states, right? And you can choose to only enter interactions in like, I'm going to be in float and I'm going to be like moving forward with my float. And if you're only in like entering interactions in that state, you are just using a small section of the overall character. Or if you like as an add-on to this that applies to higher level Peaches, if you are telegraphing which state you're going to enter interactions in, you're just kind of throwing, because people can like make your jump a reaction cue for, all right, next interaction is Peach's aerial option set. Since I know that next interaction is Peach's aerial option set, then I'm going to use a set of options to engage with this that's really good against her aerial option set, but not very good against her grounded option set. So I think that BBATs unfortunately just fell into some of the Peach solutions, like how to solve this subset of Peach if they don't mix up with this other thing. I think he just kind of fell into some of those, and that's how it goes. That's how it goes with someone who plays Peach.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Cool. Do we want to talk about Fox and Peach
So you're
hitting each other,
skipping
Fox and
or
Peach hitting.
questions?
Wait, what?
Fox, Peach hitting each other. How do they hit each other?
Okay, so you're skipping.
There's-
Well, I mean, I feel like that is
skipping the
directly related.
stages, or we can talk
Yeah, I
about
mean,
the stages. I don't know. Do stages
No,
matter?
I think what you said is closer to what Polish was just talking about, so it kind of leads into that. But I think we should let Polish talk because they're the smartest person here.
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't know if that's true.
Wait,
And
so-
by here he means like Earth.
It means the connection. You put like the triangle connecting the three cities that we're in. So
Oh, okay. No, that actually makes a lot of
everything
sense.
in that
Yeah.
region, from Arkansas to Chicago, the city of Arkansas to Chicago to Pittsburgh. I have no idea where you are.
Pittsburgh. Yeah,
Oh.
that seems more reasonable. I'll take that one.
Yeah, smartest person in that triangle. Not
Can't
necessarily
be that many people in that triangle.
I can commit to the triangle. Anyway,
what were you thinking about stages? Like just what sorry, I my brain got stuck on the stages now. I'm thinking about stages. Is it like what stages should they take each other to? Like what's the vibe on stages?
That is what's the vibe on Yoshi's story. B-Bats after I got farmed by B-Bats in some unbelievable matches. I was like, do you have any questions that I could ask Polish? He's like, I think their opinion on the stage list in Fox Peach would be interesting, as like Battlefield and Pokemon are normally seen as the worst, but I feel like Peaches have been winning there more and more. And what's Yoshi's place in the matchup? Starter? Counter pick? Who, what, where, when, why kind of vibe. So
I think that B-Bats is a monster. And I think that for Yoshi's story, it's like he's not stuck there with you. You're stuck there with him. So just being in a small space with that guy, terrifying. For me, I'm like, okay, I can have more space. Like I can chill for a while before the interactions happen. We can play the longer neutral. We maneuver into a spot, and it's like, am I going to engage there? No. Oh, maybe next time I will. Like I'll play that kind of longer game, but the game that B-Bats plays, where he's like, I'm going to hit you as soon as physically possible, but I'm going to make it work somehow. I literally cannot understand or repeat that. Like so I cannot do what he does.
I haven't played B-Bats in a while, but just from watching B-Bats, and I played him even a little bit ago, the main thing that I think he's really good at is edge guarding. Like that I think is like an amazing part of his game, and that's why he like wins all these sets, or one of the reasons, probably the main reason. And on Yoshi's, you get hit randomly once, you're off stage no matter what.
This is true.
So that's what I would think, but again, you guys have played him a lot more recently than I have.
Yeah, I don't understand his edge guarding either. Like those are two big like sections of the game where my Peach could get a lot better by like watching B-Bats. He just like it feels like he just goes out there suddenly, and he's just in a location where I've never seen Peach before, and suddenly he's hitting you, and it's like, damn, well this sucks. I'm dead now. But
yeah, that is kind of how I feel. It's like people do like a good side B, or like they do like a side B without jumping, or even when I played him last, like a side B like without jumping, that's like sweet spot that it's like literally always works, and then all of a sudden I'm dead. And it's
yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
Why were you there, B-Bats? Why was he there? I don't know. I feel like he's just like the way my brain works in Melee. I'm very like I want the dopamine hit. I want the hit. I feel like he's figured out a way to like chase the dopamine faster and stronger. And he's like, here's a spot where I could kill Fox right now. And in every interaction, when he loses a spot where he could kill Fox, he must be like, how could I have killed Fox right now in this interaction differently? And I think what we're seeing is just a result of iterations on that theme, where it's like, if you're Fox and you're in a position, chances are B-Bats has thought of a way to kill you this very moment for being.
It does seem like that's like, if like kind of a cheat code to get pretty good, like really fast, and that's what B-Bats did, right?
Like what
and
I did.
Then after you're killing people all the time, then you could start like looking at neutral and like maybe down smash a little bit less or whatever. But you don't need to look at that yet. You kill people first, and then you can go with it.
Yeah,
on that, it does kind of seem like as far as stages go, what you're saying is it depends on the Peach, I guess.
Yeah, my problem is I'm very like player dependent for this kind of thing. So it's like, well, okay, stadium always sucks. Like Fox run away, Fox jump on platform, oh no, oh god, right? Bring back transformations so that we can have a time where I can cheese Fox and get a stock, and then lose a stock on the flat one, and then it transforms again. That's how I would like to be playing that stage.
No, top platform is harder to jump on platforms.
But it's long, flat. I'm bad.
I mean, I agree.
This comes down to me because I'm like, I am a more platform-oriented player in general, which is kind of weird as a Peach. Some have described my play as like I'm playing Yoshi, specifically in like the Peach Puff matchup. So because it's like I do like a lot of like double jump cancel stuff and a lot of like go to platform, a lot of like that kind of weaving movement stuff. So I personally am almost more comfortable with a top platform a lot of the time. But then I'm really bad in the like flat stages, those like neutral interactions, like chasing people down on the flat stage, making it through the set, like the threat of undershot nair and undershot drill, so that I can finally hit them for lasering, you know?
I do think platforms can sometimes be a little bit of a trap. I'm starting to realize that in a lot of Fox matchups these days. Like they seem safe, but you can just get hit.
they seem so appealing, but Bobby was jump shining me every time I full
Oh,
hopped
yeah,
to
yeah,
the side platform because
yeah,
I
yeah.
was doing the same thing
Taco
over
is
and over
actually
again.
one of the main ones that I'm realizing platforms in general are maybe a bait, maybe.
Yeah,
Also, I feel
sometimes.
like Puff reading jumps with up air is just like, I've gone and jumped. That was supposed to be the safe thing.
Same thing with Marth. You know, Marth's sword covers the entire stage.
It
above them.
just.
Might be a bait, but that's maybe another time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
I played Cody in friendlies at Phantom, and I put him in the corner, and I hit his shield with an aerial, and then I was like, well, that was a pretty bad aerial, but I think I know what he's gonna do out of shield, and I just full hop up aired. He just stood there and shield the whole time. He was in the corner. If I just grabbed, he's getting grabbed in the corner, and it's horrible for him, right? But he just read that everyone catches the fox's escape options. They're not the world isn't ready for a fox who's just sitting there. Who's just
Yeah.
in the corner and they're like, this is all right to me. Like I think you just have to find inner peace is something I'm working on in the corner right now. Because right now I'm just like I'm going up there and it's gonna be safe. The Bobby Big Balls. I'm flying up there. I'm side being to the other side of the stage, and we can play again later. You can just stand there, and that will get you called out and killed. Maybe
I think
less, maybe more in the
maybe less
future.
for sure, but also I think the side B, like edge cancel escapes specifically, are pretty hard to call out.
It's cheating. Yeah, it's cheating against a lot of characters.
But like jumping to the side platform and then to the top, and like full hopping instead of double jumping when you don't accelerate as fast, that I feel like is when you just die.
Yeah. No, I'm also thinking about the double jump out of corner versus Peach now. I don't do that at all.
Yeah, it's because Peach can't, even if Peach reads it, Peach can't really cover that.
It's so annoying. It's so annoying. I was playing Moki. It was like in December. It was a while ago, and he just like kept double jumping out of the corner, and I was like, I'm reading this by trying to play a mix up with you from under top platform. I'm trying to play a mix up with you where you're landing on top platform, and I'm trying to up air you for us, and I'm like, this is the best I can do.
Right.
This sucks so bad.
Yeah.
That option, yeah, cheating against Peach for sure.
Definitely against Peach, but not necessarily other characters.
Mm-hmm.
I think cheating versus Puff too.
Versus Puff? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Up air!
How is
Up
it?
air!
Over the up air.
Does it go over the up air?
It goes over the up air that calls out the full hop at least, but there's probably ways that you can read the double jump and do better.
Yeah, but then like if you just like land, so I'm thinking like if you just land afterwards, like because Puff has to be preemptively jumping up, so if you just land, then like you're just resetting the situation. Now you just get to chill in the corner again.
But even double jump, what if she hit you with her enormous back air?
Well, then you could have side beat. Then you could have side beat if that was possible.
But Peach can get to the top. Like, Peach could read all of it. Like I don't think any of this is
Peach like can't even.
I don't think any of this is foolproof versus Puff.
Yes.
It's obviously not bad.
Yeah.
I think it's almost foolproof versus Peach, like a little. Like there's obviously stuff Peach can do, but it's not quite.
It's a smaller option set for sure. It's hard. One thing I think that's very easy to do against Peach is to look at Peach and to say, I can just do all of these things and it solves the matchup, right? And then to get into the game with that mentality. And then she'll hit you, and you'll be like, wait, Peach kind of has hands. Why am I losing to this character that should be, like, more solved? That's something, like... I don't know if, like, a lot of players do it, like, but when I get into a Peach as, like... Or into a game as a Peach main against a Peach, I'm like, oh, this character sucks to me, who understands the ins and outs of, like, everything that's going on here. And then I'll, like, lose, and I'll be like, you know what? I wasn't giving this matchup enough credit. Peach is a good character. She has a lot. And like when I play Peach, of course, I'm like, Peach can do anything. She's amazing and strong. I don't know. It is. She's scary. I think it's good to have an understanding of Peach that's like, well, she like should be bad in a lot of these spots, and she should really be struggling, but she's kind of mighty low key. I think it's important to know about that mightiness.
I think it does seem like when you're playing versus Peach as Fox, you're thinking more of the first part. At least that's kind of what you were saying when you're playing Bebop specifically. I feel like that is more what I need to think, more of the first part versus Peach.
What is the first part?
That Peach is solvable, basically. Even though, she's not, but like pretend like she is.
Yeah, Peach isn't solvable, but individual Peaches. It is easier to be solvable as a Peach.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That makes
Rectangle, sense. Square.
They're different.
Maybe not. They're different. They're different, but sort of similar.
Cool.
I ran out of things to think about for stages. No more.
FD, how
That's
bad is
very-
it?
FD, just you. You're the only one. Wait, both of you.
I
Oh,
think
God.
it's kind of bad
I
now.
don't-
Wait, Trevor, do you take me to FD? Do you also do it? Is it just Zamu?
I did, but okay. I think if I was playing a Peach that I thought was better than me in tournament, I would probably strike to FD. But if I'm playing now, like in my locals, when I play like random Peaches, I'll ban FD. I just don't want them to.
That's huge.
Which definitely I would never even do that. What about you, Zamu? Are you the same? No, you still will go FD, right?
It depends. I'm feeling not as good about it anymore.
Yeah,
Really?
I'm starting to. I don't know. Maybe.
I'm just feeling
Maybe
kind of stupid in the matchup overall, and it's like if I'm feeling stupid in the matchup, that stage makes me look even dumber.
Oh, no.
Because
Yeah, last. You go on.
well, just because when I on platform stages, I can like be dumb slower and sometimes even be smart. But and it's just easier to be smart because you have more options to choose from, and because you're Fox versus Peach, all of your options are really good. Whereas on FD, your options are still really good, but your opponent doesn't get to guess right and it be fine for you anywhere near as much as on other stages.
Sometimes they guess right and it's
Yeah.
One thing I always used to think on FD, which is kind of counterintuitive, it felt like a little bit easier to camp sometimes than on platform stages. I think maybe that's partly because I was like really bad at camping on platform stages. But the main thing is and it relates to the corner we were talking about before, but if I'm in the corner and Peach reads me jumping out of the corner on like Battlefield, and I don't jump, like they still get a platform to land on, and a lot of times I don't get like a true punish. But if they read me jumping out of the corner on FD and they don't, then they're like stuck in the air, and I can kind of
up there.
Yeah.
You can kill them, or you can go to the other side of the stage and do it again.
Shoot the gun a few times.
It's easier for me to camp on FD, and maybe just don't. I'm not camping as much as I should. I definitely don't know what I'm doing in that matchup anymore. It's one of my next matchups that I'm going to work on. But maybe I'm not camping. Maybe I have a game plan that's a little bit different. But maybe Peaches are just better at punishing. Definitely, at least that last part. They kill me on FD now. They used to not.
Yeah.
Wait, did they kill you after the chain grab?
No. But they definitely not. Don't be ridiculous. But they still A+, which they used to not even chain grab for a while.
Huh. Seems like a strange thing to miss. Oh god,
Yeah,
that reminded me of my Leffen set where I missed it over and over again.
Exactly.
Oh
Yeah.
no, never mind. It's normal to miss. It's normal to miss chain grabs. They're kind of hard.
I mean, this is like 3 years ago, right? This is like pre-COVID tournaments is when I would FD and feel comfortable versus Peaches.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
no, there's someone in this call who takes me to FD in game 1 and I keep losing.
Yeah.
I don't know if I won the last time when we went to FD. Did we go to
I
FD
think-
the last time?
I don't remember. I know that I lost like the last game on FD, I think. I
No,
think
you guys-
we-
Oh yeah, because Fox is allowed to strike. No wait, that doesn't. Yeah, because Fox FD's not a starter anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, right. That's not even in the game. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
with
I
Wally,
forgot.
I definitely gentleman to that stage and then
Got it.
lost.
That's crazy.
You guys went Battlefield game 1.
Oh yeah.
Won game 1. Good job, Zamu. Fountain game 2. Wow, these are close games. Stadium game 3, and game 4.
Oh, this was Genesis, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I was
assume those
thinking
ones we
of
played?
Game Arena in Columbus on monitors.
Oh my god.
We did play at
What
Genesis.
a classic set that was.
This was the most recent side.
Yeah.
That tournament was cool, and to me, the monitors were good because I won the tournament. But had I lost the tournament, the monitors would have been bad to me.
Oh, I remember that
That's
tournament.
my only take. I hear they were actually bad, and like that sucked. Unfortunate.
That was so long ago.
Yeah,
It was a
but that's the
minute,
one in
yeah.
my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Genesis set, it felt like I just wave dashed back. And it
That'll.
felt like you kept losing to that.
It's kind of funny because I feel like that's kind of like the opposite of B-Bats. Like I feel like
Huh.
B-Bats doesn't like wave dash back. He just like
Yeah.
it's like he just I'm still just gonna run in. If you wave dash back works out, and it's better if I don't run in. But if you just like moved forward and like forward aired or nared or something, then it would achieve a similar thing because I'm running in regardless. And
So he's like catching you on your approaches, like because he's going in at the same time and does like the. Is it like the nair where you're like at mid height float and you do a nair and then you fall to the ground with it slash fair like kind of
those
undershot
ones,
for sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
stuff
Okay.
like that. I don't know. I'll have to
Those are
watch
powerful.
my games with him because he after
No.
today he went on my list of people I'm not losing to in 2023.
Hell yeah. That's such a dope list to have. Oh my god.
Anyone you lose to in friendly is like, all right, they're on that list.
I'm finished.
No, B-Bats is just a perfect way to cover all my bases.
Yeah, no, that's fair. The thing about BBATs is like there have been previous iterations of aggro peach, right? We have our Mogs of the world who are like just really running it down, right? But then it gets to a point where it's like run it down peach can't go any further is what I thought because it's like I'm just doing these things and it's just beating Mog and maybe if Mog like took more time and like played more of the game than the run-in part, he'd be winning. But then BBATS kind of came along and he's just running in better. He's doing it more and faster and stronger and I just maybe there is more to run in Peach than I thought, I guess. I feel like his future trajectory, he's just gonna keep getting better. His like improvement rate's ridiculous already.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I don't have to acknowledge it as like I'm really good in the Peach Ditto, and I also think I might be able to beat him with Fox now because of just my Peach knowledge. But like when you look at it like outside of like I'm safe in tournament from this person so far, like his improvement trajectory is insane. Like that guy's just gonna get so much better.
Yeah,
It's Pog.
it's scary.
Yeah, I
It
definitely
is.
agree. I think it's easy to see how much better that he can get because I can look at him and be like, that's not that amazing, but you're still destroying everyone. So, I mean,
If you look at the slope of his results, like it's a very steep one. It just keeps going up very fast.
uh,
Yeah, yeah. It's someday I'll learn things.
Yeah, we should talk about the game more, you and I, because I think that the way that you look at the game, I do not understand it. But I also need to steal everything that your Fox has. And once my Fox gets better, it might even be helpful for both of us.
I feel like you are very good at giving advice, Bullish. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't just the way you think about the game, I'm learning a lot. I've already, just in this call. So,
Yeah,
I think even now you would give good advice.
no problem. No, I'm so excited to get to the point where I like my Fox can do all my ideas and that have a bunch of good ideas so that I can look at other Foxes and be like, look, ideas for you. You may have them. And then see them improve.
Oh, we're
'Cause,
so
like,
excited.
yeah. No, I do that for like peaches a lot, right? But the market is so much smaller for like peaches who like take advice and just get a lot better from it. They exist. Don't get me wrong. But like so much of the player base plays Fox and being able to take my ability to like info dump a ridiculous amount about specific interactions in the game and just taking that to like a wider audience where surely there are more young foxes who I can be like, oh, in this interaction or in like for shield pressure, these are the important things you need to know. XYZ, like here's the basic options that you should be mixing up between in this matchup for the highest usual reward. Like being able to just go into that with more people and then have them improve because I told them stuff is gonna go so crazy. It's one of the things I'm most excited about with Fox.
Hell yeah.
Teaching like one of the best parts about the game for sure.
I agree.
Completely agree.
I'm so big on like I like only care or I only try to care slash like the thing that makes me feel the best in Melee is there's like skill, right? And you can look at skill and evaluate skill. And you can have that be meaningful to you, or you can look at the difference between old skill and new skill. And you can just look at that little difference and and you can pog out over that. And that's what I try to do.
It's so
with my
sick.
friends. Yeah, I'm like the delta, like the change in like skill, the improvement goes so crazy. And then when you're giving other people advice, you don't even have to do the work and you get to see improvement.
Right, I
They
know.
have to do the work. It's so dope. And they get better and it's your fault. And you didn't have to do the it goes so hard. It goes so crazy. I like kind of want to coach on Metafy, but then I'm like, no, surely I don't know enough about the game. One day.
Yeah, that's how I felt for a lot of my coaching on Metafy.
Good coach. I just think even just the way like you think about, or the way you like are thinking about the game is just like already enough, to make that you would be like a good coach. Like it doesn't matter like the matchups or anything, or the game even, like it doesn't have to be melee, it feels like. I can't really say I've played 0 other games, but it's how it feels.
Yeah, it's just we're all out there competing with the fictions and the LODs of the world. LOD has that whole document written out about like just a cohesive framework for melee. I don't have that. People will ask me stuff and I'll be like, like, what then? Am I providing them enough value to be a coach? Not to me.
Yeah.
I need an answer.
I think the thing that makes the best coach is thinking that you wouldn't be a good coach, because then you like prepare and you try hard to coach if you don't think you would be a good enough coach. But if you already think you're like cocky and you think you're a good coach and you're not really comparing or preparing or anything, then you're probably not that good of a coach. So you thinking that you wouldn't be that good of a coach, it just that you would be a really good coach.
Not a red flag. Yeah, I feel like there's probably a lot of Metafy coaches out there who aren't great. I don't know, unless a lot more people than I thought have really thought about like how to coach and like their like teaching style and like how to specifically teach individual people. Like, I don't know if a lot of these people are going into that. Either that or they all are, and that's cool. Sometimes I'll see a Metafy and I'll be like, not sure I'd buy a lesson from that one personally, but more power to you. It's all good. It's hard out there.
No, I definitely agree with that. But like you said, maybe they're all doing a lot of preparation and stuff.
Yeah, I don't want to be a hater.
Yeah.
Want to balance realism with not being a hater.
Yeah, it's a tough line to walk, but
it is a tough line.
But yeah. Okay, do we want to answer questions that people ask if people have any questions, which I don't know if that's even true. Kata says he prides himself on being unteachable, so it's sort of not the teacher always. Just thought I'd put that one out there.
Kata, wait, who said that?
Kata.
Hopeless Fiction in Twitch chat, who is Kata.
That is so dope. Kata's melee mentality goes so hard. Holy shit.
Yeah, definitely one of the top 3 mentalities. I don't know if it's not best, but top 3 in terms of like the top,
I cannot believe he thinks that way and plays the game. It's like I see it, I'm like, holy shit, that's so dope that exists in the world. Right? Just as like an idea to exist in the world. But in terms of like, do I think it's good or would I recommend it? Almost certainly not. It's just like absolutely not. But it's so cool that he does that.
It is fun to observe.
It's so sick to watch.
Definitely fun to
Is that Lucas from Amazon? I think I recognize him from when we used to work together, says Shazo.
No, what does that even mean, Shazo? We went to UIC together, for the people that don't know. Like, I know him from University of Illinois, not from Amazon. Though I did intern at Amazon, but I didn't know him there. It's just a weird statement. Like, maybe probably if he used like a Smurf, so it was something random, then it would have worked.
He said, "What? I'm in high school."
Yeah, I think a Smurf would have worked. Also, never mind. Anyway, any other questions? I guess.
Yeah.
Definitely true, Kata. The world isn't ready for the discourse that would spark if I became a top player, is what Kata said, and I think that's very accurate. Marvelous Ryan, check the earlier.
Yeah, Ryan, we talked about that earlier. But the VOD exists. Well, actually, it won't probably exist, but it'll be on YouTube eventually. What are your least favorite Fox matchups, Polish? You've been playing the dog for a while. Have you gotten to like get nared by any Luigis yet or anything fun?
Luigi's fine. That little guy, you just shine him and it's hilarious.
Yeah, he goes.
Or Dr. Mario. How about Dr. Mario? Have you played
Dr. Mario is fine too, in my experience at least. You just back air and you're up there and you drill shine him. Oh my god, what can he do? Pikachu is unbeatable.
Easy matchup.
No way! Pikachu up air is the best move in the game. They just waveland around platforms and do up air, and there is nothing I can do about it. I'm getting hit by an up air. I'm off stage. I don't know the lifesaver yet, so I'm getting gimped 100% of the time. I am losing my stocks to just Pikachu up air out of nowhere. I have no answer. I ran into, I think J-Chew is the Pikachu on unranked, and like
I've seen him in brackets.
don't get me wrong, I did beat J-Chew's Pikachu in bracket when we played in Fox Pikachu, but I don't have answers. Like those up airs are just occurring, and I'm like, sure, whatever. I'm in knockdown now. That's all right. I'm getting hit. Like, can you shield grab up air? Is that in the game?
No.
How is up air on shield?
Oh, Pikachu up air?
Pikachu understanders, yeah.
There's like 19 different. I mean, are you saying they like fall into you with an up air?
Fall into me up air, yeah.
I don't know.
Not the rising ones. What do I do when Pikachu wave lands off a side platform?
Probably
and falls with an up air.
Shine out shield.
Safest thing to say.
Do what?
The wave shine out of shield that you've been practicing.
Oh my god, I don't have it yet. No. Yeah, so
You need to unlock the DLC.
yeah, there is no answer to Pikachu for me yet. One day when I can wave shine out of shield punish that, I'll be like, yeah, free matchup. Pikachu can't do anything.
Yeah.
But until then, that up air is just an unbeatable move.
I don't know. That's a weird. I don't feel like. I feel like they do the they go near your shield and they do the rising up air a lot, like the falling up air on your shield. I don't know. Maybe I don't play enough Pikachu's.
I don't know. That's the falling ones. I was like, Pikachu's on the ground. Pikachu can do an up air here. I will go away. But the falling ones, I was like, Pikachu will never be able to do an up air in this space. And then suddenly, to my surprise, their waveland offside platform fast fall up air, and I'm like,
oh, that does sound. That is a thing for sure. That's a thing.
I didn't know.
I was thinking like instead of naring at you, they're like up airing at you, and I was like, that
Yeah.
doesn't seem right. But that waveland off the platform up air, yeah, that's definitely.
Sometimes in neutral they just turn around and they start like shore hop up airing, and they do it with like different drifts, and I'm like, well, I hope you're having fun over there because I'm not running in. I don't know what to do about that.
Probably full hop is also like fine versus all of this too.
With Fox, but then you're in the up air zone. You're above Pikachu.
That's not that. I mean,
That's what up air's the strongest. I go up there and it's over for me immediately. The moment I'm above Pikachu, there is just nothing I can do.
The full hop timing would be like so precise, right? Because Pikachu can do the up air and then land and then do another up air instantly.
Yeah.
So it's
yeah.
So fast. And if one hits you, you're gone. It's all over. Pikachu's doing something to you. I don't know what Pikachu's doing yet, but it's bad.
it's like 9% and you lose your stock.
I feel like
Yeah.
I'd rather be full hop at them. Like if they're up airing on their side of the screen having fun, you just start full hopping on your side of the screen having fun. If they come near you, then you can bear somewhat reliably.
Yeah.
Full hopping at them, yeah, then you might just get up aired. But also, I don't know. This is a matchup that I'll figure out in a few months or whatever, years.
I play Peach and Pikachus are rare, so my Fox does not need to learn it. So I think I'm gonna lose this one for the rest of time.
Yeah.
Because I have the easy win on it. Like if someone beats my Peach with Pikachu, I just have to hold that, and they're way better than me.
Yeah.
But with Fox, it's like it feels way easier to lose. Same thing with Yoshi. Like that matchup, I started to think about it with Fox, and then I was like, why would I ever do that?
That's one of the matchups that I feel like is tough for Fox.
Just in
It's
what
weird.
universe would I not play Peach, where it's like, all right, I'm gonna mix up between like throwing an aerial at the edge of Yoshi's threat range, crouch canceling at the edge of Yoshi's threat range, and then throwing out like a nair sometimes that encroaches a little into Yoshi's threat range. And then like those three things alone are just cheating. And then you can add more things on top of that. Just once the Yoshi sees those three things, and it's already such a mountain to climb, but they can climb it because it's just three things, right? And then you start adding more options that's just like normal things for Peach to do in neutral. And the normal options are so broken once Yoshi's like staring at the unscalable wall in front of him. God, that matchup is so dumb. I love it. I am much, much worse of a player than Amsa, but I just held down, and it worked. It was dope.
I think the chance of you eventually using Pikachu, I mean, yeah, that would be a crazy arc, is the Polish Pikachu, but is you using Fox for Yoshi more than, like, I feel like I know nothing about Yoshi, and I know nothing about Peach, but I feel like it's more possible that the matchup could be reasonable for Yoshi than the feel like Pikachu could be reasonable for Peach, or maybe I don't know. Peach is probably just good enough forever.
Yeah, you're cutting out a little bit on that.
Oh.
Were you saying that you feel like maybe like Yoshi develops more and then like Peach Yoshi gets like kind of chill, but then Fox Yoshi is still like oppressive? Yeah.
Not for Peach, I think.
One day, what can Yoshi do about me holding down that isn't a hard read into my space? Oh god, I just hold down. It's automatically like Yoshi has 2 options now, 3 options, and they're all bad for different reasons. It's like, are you gonna guess the exact spot where I'm holding down and forward air me? Good luck. I'm randomly doing a nair or throwing out an aerial at like spaced aerial protecting my space sometimes. That already, I'm owning in that interaction. Oh god, it's so hard. It's so bad. Yoshi does a grab. I do not care.
Yeah.
Yoshi does a, neutral B. I do not care once more. It's just all right. I'm chilling. That poor little guy.
He has to work so hard.
He has to work so
little.
hard. Amsa's so much better than I am. It's not even close.
Yeah.
But you are set. Like, okay, my player reactions in the set, I'm just like shaking my head the entire time because my like thought process is like, this matchup is such bullshit. That sucks so bad for you that you have to play against it.
Yeah.
It's like, I am not like good at the game here. Like, I'm playing the matchup well, but would I say I'm better? Just no, not even close. Ugh, I got so many crouch cancel down smashes, did like 40, and I was like, I didn't deserve this. It's just the game. It's just melee.
Melee is not fair. Melee is not fair.
Melee's not fair, and sometimes it works. Like, if Melee's not fair against you, it's like, okay, I can get around that somehow. But if Melee's not fair for the other person, it's just like, damn, that sucks. Ugh.
Don't worry, I don't feel that way when I play Fox against Peach yet. I'll learn, and then maybe I'll have like some remorse. But instead, it's like, God, you just make me look stupid. You show off that I am stupid. Is the more important way to put it.
No, I think that losing is dope. See, okay, there's 2 ways to interact. The 2 ways that I interact with Melee, right? Or like 2 of the ways that I interact with like me being better than the other person in an aspect, or like the other person being better than me, right? If I'm better and like I'm just doing an option, like, okay, I did a Fox, like I somehow found a down tilt into like a reverse Nair DI mix up smash that killed a Marth who was at like 50% at the beginning of this, and I was like, that is so dumb. Holy shit, that's awesome. So I just like complain about my own character when I'm winning, because I'm like, it is so crazy that these things are this strong and I get to use them. This is Pog to me, but also like just objectively pretty dumb. And then whenever someone outplays you, it's like an opportunity for you to get better. It's like just a direct like line to like, this is what you did wrong, and they're telling you what you did wrong in the game, and then you can fix it.
Yeah,
that's just like an opportunity. It's just like showing you like, all right, here's where you need your like delta of improvement now. Like, you need to learn this thing. I've been back air grabbing people with Foxes day and night. Every time I hit the back air and they're like, I can't move in this small amount of window. I've been locked in space. I tried that against you and you just dashed back perfectly every time. And suddenly I've committed to a grab and I'm getting owned. I'm like,
I told that I was playing Ober. This was a while ago. Better, I don't know, but I was playing Ober and I was back air grabbing, and I'm like, Zamu would always get out of this.
Yeah, every time.
Zamu is actually like really good, specifically at getting out of that.
No, that's just one of the many ways that Zamu shattered my mind yesterday in our Fox Ditto friendlies.
I make it so like the opponent has to get through all of my DLC before playing the game again, because like it's like
Yeah.
you can go through a lot of melee doing that back air grab and it just like being a thing. But
It's not
it's not a
real.
thing.
It's not real.
I
It's
won't let
not
it
in
be
the
a thing.
game. It was in the game for me for so long. I'm playing unranked. I'm playing people with less Fox experience, and I'm like, wow, crazy that Fox has this real option.
Yeah,
No, that is
every,
a mix-up.
every time I do
On
it,
God.
that like it doesn't work. And then I play Zamu, and I'm like, God damn it, why am I still going for this?
Yeah. Yep.
Just gotta know.
Yep.
No, and now I'm thinking like, I'm like looking at that, and I'm like, I will never get back air grabbed again. I can become this.
Hell yeah.
There's that's like that kind of scramble situation. It's so funny going from Peach to Fox because as Peach, little industry secret, we don't actually know how to scramble at all. Like we're terrible at that. But we have Peach down smash. We don't need to learn. You have Peach down smash and you have like just do a hyper float nair out. And between those two situations, Peach is so unbelievably goaded in every scramble that
Yeah.
like I get into one and I'm like, this is awesome. Let's fight this. I'm probably gonna win for free because my character's broken here. And now I'm playing Fox and I get into a scramble and I'm like, where am I down smash? Come back. What did I do? And I'm just like, I'm like, should I just disengage?
It's
Because like
crazy.
as Peach, there's such a pressure to like get into an interaction because Peach slow biggest weakness is actually like starting a mix up with your opponent, right? And with Fox, I'm like, I'm in this world now, and I'm like, maybe I can just get in a scramble, and maybe I can leave.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't have to be mashing out a jab or a crouch cancel down tilt. My Fox's worst habit currently. It's like the SFAT
Yeah,
2019 down tilt.
biggest baits, I think. The crouch cancel down tilt.
Sorry, what was that? It's
It's
Fox's big.
typically a bait, the crouch cancel down tilt. For some reason, foxes have tricked themselves into thinking it works versus everyone.
I just watched so many SFAT versus Zayn VODs. I don't even know how I watched them. I think I just saw them as they happened live. And it's like you're just watching him. It's like he gets hit by a forwarder and you're like, SFAT, no, don't crouch cancel down tilt. He's gonna crouch cancel or shield and grab you. And then you just watch it happen right before your eyes and he dies off of it. And you're like, what if he hadn't done that? Imagine. Like I don't know if he's still doing it out there, but like every time I do it, I'm like thinking, I'm like, no, 2019 SFAT, it's me. I'm doing the thing that I watched, and I was like, this could never be me. Surely I would do a better option, right?
I don't know why. I don't know why everyone goes for it. I do too.
It's so addictive. It hits, and it's like, oh my god, it's from long range. I get this
Yeah.
huge combo.
I
It's
love
such a dopamine button.
it really is. I'm like I get hit by a move and I'm like I'm so smart. I'm not going to be dumb and CC shine cuz I know that the shine will miss. I'm going to down tilt cuz I'm smart. And then I do it and then they just like either shield or it also misses or whatever and it just doesn't work.
Oh
Or
no.
I make a very specific read when I do it and then I'm like nice. I know this doesn't work
No.
and it was good. What?
Like,
You're kind of cutting out.
Yeah.
yeah, when you do it and it's gonna work, and you know it's gonna work, you're like, yeah, obviously it was gonna work there. But then when it doesn't work, you're like, why the hell?
Maybe I'm terrible.
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking every time it hits a shield, I'm like, do people think I'm good? They're like, see, do they know?
Do they know? All
I
right.
don't know. I'm down tilting Rodney's shield at 1 a.m. right now. Like, it's just dying for it. Nobody. That's the part they don't see.
Okay, so last question, two last questions. Has the introduction of Fox into your melee reduced your time put into Valorant?
I had already quit Valorant because I realized I played Valorant and I watched too much top level Valorant. And then I played more Valorant, right? And I'm looking at my own gameplay and I'm like, this is horrible to look at. Like, in comparison with what I'm used to watching. And I was like, do I want to fix this? Because it's a lot of work. And I just didn't want to. So I stopped playing it.
Sick.
I think you just have to reach a level of disgust with your own gameplay and then you head out. But yeah, I don't know if I could play Valorant even if I tried now. because it's like I'm obsessed with playing Fox and Super Smash Brothers Melee right now. I do it
Same.
so much all the time. So it's like it is my driving force at the moment, which is crazy to think about in terms of like, could I be doing better things with my life? But yet here we are. I'm playing Fox.
I don't think about them.
Playing Fox. Okay, Danilo asked, did my question get answered? His question was about playing Melee, getting good at Melee with job and partner. And I was gonna say that what you were just saying about Valorant kind of tied into Shabo saying like you can, or Shabo saying, Mango saying that you can only do two things, like job and Melee, Melee and Valorant. You can't do all three. And you're pushing your luck with Fox,
Yeah.
Peach, and work. Woo. But I if there's anyone in the world that can do it, it's you.
Thank you. I think I might just be bad forever, and that's okay.
That's okay too.
If that happens, yeah, that's life, you know.
Yeah.
If I never like start beating H-Box with my Fox and beat everyone else with my Peach, like at the end of the day, we all had fun. So it's all good.
Yeah. Cool. Well, do you have anything you want to say? You want to like plug your things? Is that what you
I
ask
have
people at the
nothing.
end? Cool.
Yeah, no, I think you're supposed to ask for plugs, but I don't believe in like, yeah, I don't believe in having the internet or Melee be like
Oh,
a monetizable thing. So all good, nothing for me.
I agree. Cool.
Anyway,
Very fun time. Hope you enjoyed being here.
It's been a pleasure.
Was cool talking to you. You're always fun to talk to Melee about. Yep.
I agree. I think I learned a lot actually, which I don't think is the point of this, but
No, it's the point. That's the point. That's the best case scenario.
yeah, that was fun.
Always glad to help.
Awesome. Well, have a good rest of your night. Goodbye. Goodbye stream. Goodbye everyone. Goodbye Shabo. See y'all later.